Welcome. We are visiting Jay's initiation of history of Vedic mathematics. This takes us to Brahm Yoga. The timeline within Brahm Yoga is of a cyclic order. The chase within Brahm Yoga along the timeline is to be of a cyclic feature. There will be a transcendence from past, present, and future. It is this transcendence of the linear format of a time as past, present, and future which deserves to be comprehended well. The fact that the Maharshi Vedvyas and Ganesha constituted a Brahm Yoga and started preserving the knowledge. It is this phase and stage from which we have to initiate our chase of history of Vedic mathematics. Brahm Yoga is a transcendental phenomenon. When it is said that it is a transcendental phenomenon, then it means that we are entering transcendental space, a five space. Transcendental space is presided by Transcendental Lord Shiv. Lord Shiv is a five-head Lord. Each head of Lord Shiv is equipped with three eyes. Lord Brahma is a four-head Lord. Each head of Lord Brahma is equipped with a pair of eyes. Creator's space, presided by Lord Brahma, is a four space and it is of a spatial order. Means two space is playing the role of dimension of a four space. However, transcendental space is a space of a solid order. It means three space plays the role of dimension of five space. Therefore, first of all, we have to understand, we have to comprehend the distinguishing features of four space and five space. Four space is a spatial order space. Five space is a solid order space. Four space is presided by Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is a four-head Lord. Each head of Lord Brahma is equipped with a pair of eyes. Five space is a transcendental space. It is presided by Lord Shiv. Lord Shiv is a five-head Lord, and each head of Lord Shiv is equipped with three eyes. First of all, let us appreciate that the features of the idol of Lord Brahma are parallel with the features of Hypercube 4. Lord Brahma has four heads. Hypercube 4 is a four-space body. Each head of Lord Brahma is equipped with a pair of eyes, and two space plays the role of dimension of a fourth space. Lord Brahma sits on a lotus seat of 8 petals, and the solid boundary of Hypercube 4 is a setup of 8 components. Within the cavity of heart of Lord Brahma is this transcendental seat of Lord Shiva. 5 space plays the role of origin of a 4 space. Therefore, the 4 folds of hypercube 4 as quadruple values 2, 3, 4, 5 deserve to be appreciated parallel with the corresponding features of the idol of Lord Brahma. A step ahead is 5 space domain. It is hypercube 5. The features of idol of Lord Shiva are parallel with the features of hypercube 5. Once we are parallel with this organization, and once we are parallel with the process of transcendence from the setup of hypercube 4 to hypercube 5, then we will be parallel with the Vedic systems. Lord Brahma is a four-head Lord. Within the cavity of heart of Lord Brahma is a seat of a transcendental Lord Shiva. Lord Brahma meditates within the cavity of his own heart at the seat of a transcendental Lord, and with the grace of the transcendental Lord, Lord Brahma multiplies as 10 Brahmas. Four space as domain, when transits into its next role as a creative boundary of 10 components of hypercube 5. It is this phenomenon, it is this transcendental phenomenon which deserves to be imbibed well. We human beings are having one head. Each head, the head is equipped with a pair of eyes. As such, this setup of human body is parallel with the single dimension of a four space. Four space is a spatial order space. Two space plays the role of a dimension of four space. Human head is equipped with a pair of eyes, and as such, it is parallel with the setup of one spatial dimension. Therefore, the Vedic scriptures preserve the enlightenment that human beings, when meditate within the cavity of the heart, then the transcendental phenomenon takes place, and as a result, one transits and transforms into a setup for a head parallel with the transcendental head of triple eyes. It is this chase, it is this happening which is depicted as the enlightenment which takes from the setup of four space to a setup of a five space. As such, when we shall be parallel with the way the history as timeline unfolds, the same is taking us along a cyclic wheel travel along a timeline. It is this cyclic wheel chase of the timeline which deserves to be comprehended well. It is only with this comprehension, it is only with this imbibing that we will be in a position to appreciate as to how the Vedic systems are preserving the knowledge, the linear timeline approach of the modern time is not parallel with the cyclic timeline arrangement of the Vedic systems. Therefore, the students of Vedic mathematics history have to keep it in mind that the Vedic system's timeline is processable along a cyclic wheel. It is this cyclic week model which deserves to be comprehended well. It is only in terms of it that we will be in a position to understand the preservations as that Lord Brahma is a son of Lord Shiva, while Lord Shiva is son of Brahma. A step ahead, Lord Shiv worships Lord Vishnu, and Lord Vishnu worships Lord Shiva. So, within the cavity of heart of Lord Shiva is a seat of Lord Vishnu, while within the heart of Lord Vishnu is the seat of Lord Shiva. This feature, this value, this organization, this system is to be appreciated while evaluating the preservation of history of Vedic mathematics in our available literature. The students are impressed as that instead of having a chase along a line, transit and transform the line into circumference of a circle. Therefore, while we will be chasing along the circumference, then the beginning and end point will be having the same mint. It is this feature which will further help us appreciate as to how Maharishi Ved Vyas, Vyas literally means diameter, is successful to organize the entire spatial order force space as a linear sequential progression setup. Therefore, we have to appreciate as to how the circumference is to be measured, is to be mathematized, is to be formalized simply in terms of progression along a diameter. This is the technique, this is the methodology with whose appreciation not only that we will be dispensing with pi, the curvature, but also we will be having a sequential transition along a timeline, though we will be availing cyclic wheels. The cyclic wheels travel along a timeline is the feature which is to be appreciated. Thank you very much.
हाँ डॉक्टर साहब, ये लीनियर स्पेस 4 ये कैसे है? लीनियर प्रोग्रेशन स्पेस 4 एज ए लीनियर प्रोग्रेशन कैसे है ये?
आप अगर एक सर्कल बनाएंगे तो सर्कल के सरकमफ्रेंस को आप डायमीटर से वर्कआउट करने के लिए अगर आप सक्सेसफुल हैं तो सरकमफ्रेंस को डायमीटर से एक्सप्रेस किया जा सकता है, फुल्ली एक्सप्रेस किया जा सकता है। 2 पाई r लिखने की बजाय अगर हम स्टेट करस्पॉन्डेंस कर पाए तो हो गया. You travel along a diameter and see as if you are having a travel along a circumference.
तो जैसे जो सर्कमफ्रेंस है पाई डी होता है ये, राइट?
कह दीजिए आप.
सर्कमफ्रेंस इज इक्वल टू पाई डी लिखा हुआ है.
There is a length multiplied by curvature factor. You designated pi, all right. After all, you are trying to have a direct formulation of relationship between diameter and circumference. So instead of traveling along the circumference, you travel only along the diameter, and you will be through the area part.
इसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो इसका तो मतलब केवल इतना है कि हमारे ब्रेन में ऐसा है कि पाई के बिना सर्कमफ्रेंस को मेजर नहीं किया जा सकता. आप उसको एक धागा ले लीजिए, उसको सर्कल पे लगा दीजिए, ऊपर से काट दीजिए, धागे को लंबा कर दीजिए, लाइन पे लगा दीजिए.
हाँ, ये तो एक प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट हो गया.
थ्योरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट ये हो गया कि जैसे डायमीटर पर बढ़ते जाएंगे सर्कमफ्रेंस से भी बढ़ते गए. आप लाइन ड्रॉ कीजिए, हेमी सर्कल्स की ऊपर से लाइंस डालते चले जाइए, प्रोजेक्शन करते जाइए, हर पॉइंट के साथ सर्कमफ्रेंस को मिलाते जाइए. ये लाइन रखिए, लाइन के ऊपर इस पॉइंट से करिए, उसके बाद और लंबी लाइन करिए, और लंबी लाइन करिए, और लंबी लाइन करिए, वो आप सर्कमफ्रेंस के सारे पॉइंट्स के साथ मिला दीजिए. तो आप जैसे जैसे इधर प्रोग्रेस कर रहेंगे, अदर एंड जो होगा उसका वो सर्कमफ्रेंस के ऊपर से निकल जाएगा. और सिस्टमेटिक करना है तो आप पहले सर्कल को 2 हिस्से में काटिए, सेमी सर्कल से बना लीजिए, फिर पहले एक सेमी सर्कल को 2 हिस्से में फिर कर दी. इधर से ये प्रोग्रेस करेगी, उधर से सिमेट्रिकली डाउन करेगी, तो 1/4 पार्ट से ही आप कंप्लीट सर्कमफ्रेंस को कवर कर पाओगे. तो इसलिए जो व्यास है, जो डायमीटर है, उसमें जो भी लेंथ में जो भी प्रोग्रेस है उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग ही सर्कमफ्रेंस में प्रोग्रेस. आप 2 पाई आर लिखते हो या पाई डी लिखते हो, ये जो डी फैक्टर आप लिख रहे हो, ये डी फैक्टर क्या है? एक मल्टीप्लायर है. मल्टीप्लायर है तो मतलब ये एक चीज पता है तो उससे दूसरे पे पहुंचा जा सकता है. आपके पास अगर रेडियस है, सर्कमफ्रेंस आप निकाल लेते हो, तो मतलब आपको रेडियस पता है तो दूसरे के लिए कांस्टेंट फैक्टर पता है, तो वहां पहुंच गए आप. अब रही बात कि इसको डिस्पेंस विद कैसे करें, तो डिस्पेंस विद करने के लिए आप गणित सूत्र के 13वें सूत्र में जाइए, सोपान अंत्य द्वयम अंत्य. अब सोपान अंत्यम द्वयम अंत्यम का मतलब यह है, अगर इंटरवल होगा तो उसे चारों तरफ 2 पॉइंट्स होंगे. अगर आपके पास स्क्वायर होगा तो चारों तरफ 4 लाइनें होंगी. अगर आपके पास क्यूब होगा तो चारों तरफ 6 सरफेस प्लेट्स होंगे. इसी प्रोजेक्शन में आगे जाएंगे 4 स्पेस तो 8 सॉलिड्स होंगे. आगे जाओगे तो 10 क्रिएटिव कंपोनेंट्स होंगे. तो डोमेन बाउंड्री दोनों को साथ लेके चलेंगे तो पाई की कहाँ जरूरत रहेगी?
नहीं रहेगी. पाई इज अ
पाई
कांस्टेंट
को
फैक्टर.
आप लिखेंगे 2 पाई आर सर्कमफ्रेंस, पाई आर स्क्वायर एरिया, दोनों के रेशियो लेंगे तो पाई कट जाएगा. अगर आप एरिया और सर्कमफ्रेंस की रेशियो लेंगे
पाई से पाई कैंसिल.
तो पाई डिस्पेंस विद हो गया, बाकी आपके पास वही आर रह गया. तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर हम ऐसा सिस्टम कर सकते हैं कि हमें पाई की जरूरत नहीं रहे. पाई एक हिंड्रेंस है, पाई एक ऐसी चीज है जिसको आप इन्फिनाइटली डेसिमल पॉइंट से लिखते चले जाए तो उसको अप्रोक्सीमेशन नहीं किया जा सकता, उसको डिस्पेंस विधि कर देते हैं, उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं हमारे को। उसको हमें जरूरत है अगर सरकमफ्रेंस को अलग ले और एरिया को अलग ले। अगर हम एरिया और सरकमफ्रेंस दोनों को इकट्ठा वर्कआउट कर सके तो उसकी रेशियो से पाई डिस्पेंस विद हो गया। यही वैदिक सिस्टम्स की सक्सेस है। जो मॉडर्न मैथमेटिक्स है वो पाई के कारण से अप्रोक्सीमेशंस करते 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 कहीं किसी कॉम्प्लिकेशंस में, सब प्रॉब्लम्स में फंस गया। वैदिक मैथमेटिक्स ने पाई को ही डिस्पेंस विद कर दिया, उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं, उस पर डिपेंडेंस ही नहीं, उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट ही नहीं, उसका एक पर्टिकुलर रोल था, वो रोल हमने डिस्पेंस विद कर दिया, हम उससे ट्रांजिट हो गए, हम उससे आगे चले गए। यही वैदिक मैथमेटिक्स की सक्सेस है। अल्टीमेटली जब आप मॉडर्न मैथमेटिक्स की प्रॉब्लम्स देखेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा हाइपर सर्कल्स 1 to 7 इंक्रीज, from upper hypercircle 8 onward start decreasing. Why it decreases is not coming within the comprehension of the hypothesis of the modern mathematics. Common sense says the circumference, the number of points on interval are 2. Number of points on the circumference of a circle are more. And on sphere the points are more. The bigger body it should be more. It should go on increasing. Why it stops after 7? It is against common sense. It is against common comprehension. And modern mathematics is not in a position to understand it why it is so. We will come to it when we'll see that 6 surfaces of a cube in fact make 7 states. When all the surfaces are not there, like ice cube, still it is a cube. There are 7 states. So up till 7 state, one space as dimension works. When it go to 8, there is no body. Linearly, it is over. We have to go to a double eyes. We have to go to 4th space. We have to have a head with 2 eyes. So plane is to play its role as a dimension. Therefore, while here we are just concentrating upon the history of Vedic mathematics, we have to appreciate that it is written in a Brahmyo. It is written where 4 space and 5, we are reaching from 4 space to 5 space. We are not in the jargon of having pi curvatures. We have dispensed with the creatures. We say a raised to power n is to 2 and b raised to power n minus 1. We have the volume and the surface area. We have a diameter and the circumference. We go on working like we have dispensed with the pi. But don't be upon it now. At present, try to understand the history of Vedic mathematics has its roots in the time when Mahabharata was being written, when Vedas were being organized. The starting point of Vedic mathematics history takes us to those times. If we will be learning the Vedic mathematics itself, then we will be going to the sutras and we will be taking up sutra wise.
ठीक है डॉक्टर साहब, ठीक है, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Okay.
इसको स्टडी करेंगे और आगे
Thank
देखेंगे
you.
इसको।
Thank you.